Yeah, no. We're currently watching, and I've quoted this channel a lot on this podcast, but Soft White Underbelly, and I think I've also quoted this doctor, Dr. Gabor Maté, who, quite honestly, as I was telling my boyfriend who's sitting here, saved my life, especially when I had all the realizations about my trauma and home life and my mother and abuse and addiction and all that shit. So definitely look up both of those things. But what were we talking about? We're talking about a million different things.
Yeah.
But mostly the fact that people don't seek the information required and necessary for them to be better people. And something I was talking about with the therapist today was that there's a homeostasis like mode where you don't want to change because you're comfortable.
Comfortable, maybe. I would say familiar.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with that. Actually, that's a better word. But it's crazy because you'll see, like, we were just talking about this chick in Target today, and she was very overweight. She was definitely like between our ages. Either my age or a couple years older, for sure.
20s.
Yeah, for sure, late 20s. And overweight, she had a Spider-Man backpack on.
That was made for, like, a child.
Right. Like, the straps were stretching. And, you know, she walked in also with a very butch lesbian and another who was also overweight, and then another overweight either black or like mixed chick who I didn't really get a good look at. And we're talking, it's like I'm not sitting here trying to judge people. That's not my goal. My goal is to question the things around me. Also, forgive me, I've been fasting for like 27 hours, so I'm like good to go. Very wired. The cat. Get down. Is there a bug in the lamp or something? Is it a spider? Oh, just a fly. Anyway, that's the update in our house. But I'm looking at these things at these people around me, and I by no means am a perfect person. I've never met a perfect person. I've never dated a perfect person. I'm not in a relationship with a perfect person, and neither are you. And
no.
We're just not. We don't have perfect cats. They don't. It's like, that's not a thing.
I think anybody that claims that they're perfect or without flaws is crazy.
Yeah. Because it's not true. But there's a general way I think life happens. And I don't think that that's been happening for that woman at Target. And me too. But the thing I wanted to say, or what I'm saying now, is who hurt her? Because there isn't any reason for this. Like, even 20 years ago, 10 years ago, really, there weren't people walking around wearing things from childhood. No. So, and something that, Dr. Gabor Maté has been talking about is that when you aren't, and I've brought this up too, when you aren't loved properly by your parents, when you aren't given the attention and the support and the unconditional love, it's not that it rewires your brain. It quite literally makes it so that your brain doesn't wire at all in those areas that it needs to. So, I mean, I've dealt with my fair share of different types of abuse, and so have you.
No. And
we definitely see it. We haven't turned a blind eye. Maybe in the past, we've both struggled with fucking drinking and shit like that. But, like, we knew that we weren't happy, though. And there's that extra level, I think, of some sort of enlightenment that makes me want to ask the questions. Why am I not happy? I had a really great day today, for instance. I felt great when I woke up. Awesome.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And I was immediately I threw myself into a panic because I felt good. And it's unfamiliar. So I did a CBT practice with my fucking therapist today. But it's like, I told her, I thought I was going to feel like this forever. I thought that I was going to feel foggy and sad and lost and scared forever. And I still feel lost and scared and at a lot of times sad. But there's reasons for that. But like, I have clarity. And I have clarity because I admitted that what I was doing to myself was wrong. What I was doing to other people was wrong. How I was treating my body was wrong. And I learned that through educating myself and through speaking to other people and just being alive and choosing to not close myself off to one side or another. And not even politically. But just that decision, like if anybody's ever struggled with weight, it's like you make this decision to still keep eating that way. I was a pothead for like fucking 4 years, 5 years. 5 years.
I mean, everybody always says, I'll start tomorrow.
Exactly.
And then tomorrow never comes.
No. It does, eventually. But then there's the whole aspect of you are in this group of people because you were doing the same things. And then to pull yourself out of that, it doesn't just feel like you're going to be isolated or anything. Although it does, it feels like you're crazy. And that's what we were talking about with like parents and what they taught us. So the generational curses, like I hate that term because it's not that it's a curse, it's fear. Like he said, it's fear. It's I think it's a million different things. It's action, lack of security. It's lack of motivation, support. It's all of those things. And then you somehow, even if it, like for me, like I hope we don't pass it down to our kids, but we might, it happens. But like I feel like we're gonna be better. But like, or we're totally gonna be better. But like, they down the line could still pick, like what he was saying. It's like you can still pick up that worry, and for some reason it feels familiar.
That's why I don't like complaining a lot, even though I do it.
Right.
But it's like if you get in the habit of just unconsciously complaining all the time, it's just like people are around you. And people get affected by that. So it's just inevitable that the people that are surrounding you in your life will pick up on that.
Yeah.
And start treating you in a certain way.
Absolutely. I mean, I love to give examples out loud to myself and also when I'm recording or when I'm just talking to you, where it's like, think of it's evolution. It's evolution in a way. You treat a plant a certain way for so long, it's going to end up growing that way naturally. Quote, naturally.
No.
And it just, I don't know.
Like bonsais and whatnot.
Yeah.
You train them to...
Dude, the bonsais are so fucking
get
cool.
into a shape that you're
I wish
desiring.
we would have got that one at Renegers.
No.
We had this place in Florida had these bonsais on sale for $20 and they were sick. We shouldn't fucking bought one.
No.
Damn it all to hell. But yeah, so I look at that woman at Target and I see another thing, core beliefs, and that's health for me, health and wellness. And I can tell that's not your core belief. Granted, she could have a core belief that I also think is really cool that I don't have. But I don't feel like I agree that should be a core belief, but that should be a standard. That's what the other thing we're talking about, was that we've been trained to not view health and wellness as a standard that you must uphold. And that it doesn't help that, tobacco companies make the fucking snacks. That's and there's Red 40 and synthetic flavors and blue raspberry.
Like Nabisco or something like that?
Something. Or Nestle, I think, is intertwined with something. I don't know. But yeah, What? Yeah, exactly. I mean, they know that.
That could be a conspiracy.
This whole thing is like somewhat of like my... That's why it's called practically my monologue, because it's basically a shit show that I just record. But yeah, it's... And, you know, like I've talked about on here before, like you go back to Rockefeller. He had the school system. He had the Mets. And that's what intertwined into this thing of being indoctrinated within school. And then believing, you know, media, the medical industry. And then you get in touch with Big Pharma. Oh. And then you get on all these things. And then you're told to work because he, quote, wanted a nation of workers, not thinkers. And you work your entire life. You're stuck on Big Pharma because you're either stressed or you have high blood pressure, you have cholesterol issues, because you're working your heart out, which I know a lot of people in this country do, but they are not blinking an eye to what the fuck they're putting in their body. I'm not telling anybody how to eat, because I am just learning how I think I should be eating and what I should be doing. But even just to do the trial and error, people aren't doing it.
No,
and it's frustrating because it's an epidemic. Obesity is a fucking epidemic. You people are fat fucks. I was fat. Like,
even for us, it's like I feel like we eat pretty well. I
yeah.
was like, yeah, we probably aren't, but obviously not perfect in it.
I mean, I think we're pretty fucking close though with what we've been doing recently. But go ahead.
But people that go out and eat fast food all the fucking time, they're just like,
or order in. And
how
all
do
that
you
shit.
not notice how bad you feel?
Yeah.
It's like,
They're
I don't
numb.
feel good most days. And I feel pretty clean in the things that we eat and staying hydrated and all that. And I can tell if I eat some junk food or something, some bullshit
Well,
thing.
what did you say about what you ate at work that one time? Because
yeah.
we've been eating pretty much carnivore, slightly cheating carnivore, basically cheating with fruits, vegetables, and nuts though.
No.
So keto basically, but way cleaner keto. None of the keto store type bullshit like meat, cheese, not even eggs, because we both don't fucking like eggs. Some fish, fruits, vegetables, but limited for sure. The only thing that we will eat a bit of is like nuts. So and that's like raw cashews and shit. But at work
someone bought pizza and I had one slice of pizza after not having pizza or bread or potatoes or anything like that for probably 3 months, and I immediately felt bad.
1.5, 2 months. Yeah.
Immediately felt bloated. Immediately wanted to like lay down, essentially, and just not continue working.
Will you talk about what people eat at work?
I mean, everybody gets fast food every day.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody. A handful of people eat.
A decent handful.
Food.
Yeah. And I just, like, I didn't even do that as a kid. And I didn't grow up. I like to think I grew up healthy-ish. I had my own struggles with eating because I had an interesting childhood where, you know, like I said, my brain wasn't circuited the right way. So I was looking for dopamine. I got my dopamine through food when I was a kid. So I would sneak things and I would eat things that I shouldn't eat. I had chicken, rice, and peas, which now I know rice is like, fuck rice. It's just filler.
I still love rice.
I love rice, but it's just filler, man. You need to be eating the meat first, meat and veggies. But, we had decent meals, but we didn't even eat fast food like that. And we weren't the best people. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, when my family decided we wanted to order a pizza, first off, it was from a local pizza place, which doesn't make it, like, any better, but it's still pizza. But it was a thing. Like, ooh, we're ordering pizza because we don't order it. Like, that, it's so normal for people. And to just have that switch that just flicks, and we're just going to order in, or I'm just going to make this real quick, or I'm going to make Hamburger Helper, or I'm going to do, it's like what you're feeding yourself and your family directly impacts what you're putting out.
I mean, you think of it like a machine.
Exactly.
You put the wrong fuel in a certain type of engine, it's going to run like shit.
Right. And we're feeding the kids all these processed carbs. And it's like, kids need fat. They're developing a brain. They need good fats. So it's just crazy. And again, think about that woman at Target. And it's like, again, I'm not sitting here judging her. I don't give a fuck. But I notice the epidemic of what's going on. I notice when we drive by the ice cream parlor, how many people are outside and how many people didn't walk there. We'll put it that way. It's like, and again, I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you want to do. But to just not have any thought behind it and to wonder like why you're on all these meds, or I need to be on Adderall or Prozac or whatever the fuck it is, and then I have high cholesterol. It's like you've been trained to work your entire life so that you view these things as a treat, but what they're really doing is killing you.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. So I, again, look at her and with the Spider-Man backpack, it's like childhood trauma for sure. But then also, how can you not think about what you're eating? And then she also looked like she was probably someone that would probably lean on the lefter side of things. And we were talking about this victim mentality. And that's where I thought, like in therapy today, I was talking about, fat phobia and, the racism and all this shit. It's like, no, it's not fat phobic to think that you're overweight and you look unhealthy. It's this victim mentality within people. I'm not saying that there aren't certain people on the right side that don't have it either, because boomers, right? But
to be made to feel bad about the choices that they make in their life.
No, but that's because we've coddled everybody. So if I were to say any of this to people that weren't actually like looking at my channel and being curious, and have open ears to anything, oh my God, no. I can't believe you'd say that. Or there'd be other people on the other side, it's like, yeah, you fucking tell them there is an epidemic. But it's
I also don't think people should be going around making other people feel bad.
No, there's a constructive way to do it. That's the thing.
You don't
Absolutely.
have to go to a bunch of overweight people and be like, you're fucking killing yourself.
No.
You should stop doing that. And it was like, no.
Which I've never done.
You shouldn't do that.
But there's a constructive way to talk to people to get them to possibly question their behaviors and their habits. And that's what it is. But we've coddled people.
What's going on?
Exactly. But we've coddled this group of people, and not just left. It's middle, it's right, it's everybody. It's people have been coddled into thinking that what they're doing is okay, and if you bring it up, then you're against them. When 20 years ago, maybe even 15, what are you talking about? Either be gay, or be whatever the fuck it is, and just be it, and be it strong, because you're going to have people that don't like you, but you're going to have to push past them. What happened to that? Why is it now that people have to accept you for who you are? Yeah. And that even goes for hella Republican boomers, where it's like, oh, well, my adult children don't talk to me. It's like, well, then why, bitch? Because it goes back to, you have never sought the information to better your brain or to understand your child's. And the information is out there. It's crazy. You can get discount codes to BetterHelp, bitch. Like, go watch a pod and you'll get one. Like,
partially it's
generational bullshit, but
those parents' kids too, because it's like, we have the trauma to not ever want to bring it up and to make it known that there's an issue to begin with. So they're not seeking out any help for something that they don't know they need it.
That's true. And then I also think there's a big majority as well that have brought it up and they refuse to understand.
No, that's true.
So,
I've tried to say many things to my parents multiple times, and it just doesn't come off as a plea for help or concern. It's just, they don't understand. There's something that I got to work on.
Yeah.
And then just dismiss it. So.
Yeah, and I think.
Or say that there isn't a problem, or no, that's not true.
Or they didn't know that happened.
No. Yeah. It was like, well, now you do. So what are you gonna do about it?
And then exactly, and we're also the only one of, I would say, some of the only countries, I don't know, that just dumps our kids out when they're 18. It's not like that.
Or sooner.
Yeah. When you have children for life. There's responsibilities that you can teach them. There's habits that you can instill within them. There's trust, there's all of that. But at the end of the day, when your kid says, Mom, I need you for a day or two. I need you, Mom. You go. You do the best that you can to go.
No.
Or there is a plead for forgiveness from your children at times. I believe that. It's like, I understand if there's some circumstances where parents can't be there. Some, not very many.
No.
But if
society's
you plead,
gotten to the point where everybody's so strung out with all of their perceivable responsibilities or perceived responsibilities that they feel like they are incapable of being there for people.
Yeah.
Which may be what do you say? Like a false narrative to say, but it's an easy thing to say to people. It's like, oh, I'm so busy. I got too many things going on. I like.
But the thing is, a lot of people don't.
No.
So it's not a conscious lie. I think it's unconscious.
I don't think it is.
And I think it's the what he just said. There's a doctor here in the U.S. that just wrote a book about loneliness. And that's another epidemic of loneliness. And people are choosing to isolate themselves instead of having tough conversations. It's like, I told you what I want to say to your mom.
I mean, the ability to have those tough conversations.
That's changed a million, exactly. And that's changed a million times what I've ever said that I want to say to her. But it's like, I can assess situations better and know what I should put out. And what I see is, and not just within her, but within a lot of people, like the women at Target. You don't love yourself. And I by no means am saying that I'm perfect at that. Fuck no. But it's clear that you're not even striving towards understanding if you can figure out a way to love yourself. And that's the scary part, because there's these people that are going around that don't have love for themselves, that don't have faith within something that is constructive, I'll say. And they're running around making decisions and being programmed into what they should believe because they don't have a strong sense of self. Yeah. And I think the biggest thing is just people need to be listening to all of it. Listen to everything. Disagree with it, agree with it, somewhat agree, the whole fucking scale, whatever it is. Is it agree, like strongly agree, somewhat agree, like whatever. But
polls and survey.
Yeah, but it's like, and to think, that you have to be so, and this isn't just politics. This is the way that you treat yourself and your behavior towards any type of addiction. It's like you don't need to be on one side of it. You should be able to look at things from all perspectives. No. It's like, okay, well, I know I need to stop smoking. I'm going to set a goal.
When you get new and better information.
Yes. And you don't, and if you, why are you worried that if I change, that's something that my mom instilled within me. It's like, because I was fucking 20, and I was changing my mind about people that I was hanging out with at the time, and I thought I liked them, thought I didn't. It's like, I thought it's the mocking. No. It's like, why are you not making, my whole life. I know.
My mom.
Yeah, why are you not making me feel comfortable with changing my mind and growing as a human being? No. Oh, you don't love yourself. There's something going on with you. You see me growing and changing. You don't like it.
What if I don't want to do the same thing for the rest of my life?
Fuck.
I was like, I didn't want to develop as a person as a teenager and that be who I was for the rest of my life.
Fuck no.
I was like, I definitely wasn't happy then.
Look how it's
Why would
worked
I want
out.
that for the rest of my life?
Yeah. Dude, I was the most miserable as a fucking teenager. Late teens? No. Fucking A, man. 17, 18, 19? roll that bitch into 20. Whew.
I did not enjoy it.
No.
One bit.
Not at all. No. And I was thinking today, actually.
And it's gotten better.
Yeah.
But also gotten worse.
For sure. I was thinking today about being a kid because it was warm out, and I was thinking about how I was swimming at somebody's pool and like I was peeing by this like pine tree because I did not want to go inside and have to like dry off a little bit because I wanted to get back into the fucking pool. And I'm like, fuck, that sounds awesome. I'm a girl. I'm gonna go pee where the boys are peeing by this pine tree because I want to be able to get into the fucking pool quicker. Mm-hmm. What happened to that shit, man? It just goes. And I was also thinking, it's like, I remember being 15, 16, remembering when I realized I was feeling like shit. You remember when you figured it out? When you're like, what? Oh, I feel foggy. Or like, I feel like shit. Or I don't like myself. Did you ever have that like epiphany type moment? Maybe not one moment specific, but like...
No.
No?
I mean, I had the age range probably of like...
Okay.
12, 13.
Yeah.
I kind of like started feeling that way and detached.
Yeah. And then what's funny is people like our parents, I don't know why you would feel that way.
No.
It's like, you raised me.
It's like...
You trained this brain, dude.
It's like...
From the womb. From the womb.
Like, I don't know. I'm a young teenager.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I feel this way. I don't know why.
Right. And your job as a parent is to help me
figure
on
it
this adventure to figure out why I feel the way that I feel. It's crazy. And just to know that never fucking crossed their mind. My mom probably more so than your parents. But like, how does that not cross your mind? Isn't that crazy?
No, I was just always told to be grateful for the bare essentials.
Right.
And I was like, all right, yeah, I appreciate...
You have a roof over your head and food.
I appreciate you not letting me die.
Thing. Yeah. But... the same thing you do for a dog.
Yeah.
Which is funny about your dad's dog.
I wouldn't...
What?
Venture to say that he treats his dog now better than he treats me, so...
100%. Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't, like, he's not malicious towards me whatsoever, but it's just like...
The love is
the
crazy.
The compassion and enthusiasm and love for his dog is way more than he has for me.
He even protected his dog's ears from when we were having a conversation that we needed to talk to him about. Because we didn't have anybody else. Boomers, man! It's crazy. And I don't know, I guess the whole point of this is just question what's around you all the time, forever, as long as you're alive. Even if it's uncomfortable, even if you feel like the wacky people, if you feel weird. It's like, because most of the time, if you're willing to question it, I think it means that you're a pretty decent fucking person.
No. Just be open.
Because be open.
Change.
Be open to change and be open to what somebody you might not like has to say. No. Rest in peace, Charlie
There's
Kirk.
been plenty of people that I didn't like that at one point or another said something that was intelligent and
absolutely
profound.
Yeah.
Like,
or a fucking joke. You can't stand that coworker at work, but they did make you laugh a couple times. It's like, not specifically, but like just something. It's like there is good to a lot of people.
And I'm sure everyone's had that one person and it's like they hate working with them, but outside of work, they're a fun hang.
Yeah.
They're a decent person.
Situational.
But they just are shitty employees.
Yeah.
Like,
which for a lot of companies, who can people blame? It's like for a lot of these CEOs and business owners just suck dick. It
definitely feels like there's not a huge incentive to be good at your job anymore.
Absolutely not.
But I don't know. Maybe
it's
that's
not an
just
excuse though.
Mind virus or something.
Mind virus. It's food. I like
it
the way you
seems
put
like
that.
No one
though.
really wants to work anymore. Which like I don't really like working.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I think
it seemed like
I don't know what that is.
50 years ago, people found purpose in their work, and most of the time, you hear anybody talking about their job, and they're like, "Oh, it pays the bills."
Right.
I was like, so you want to spend the majority of your life just scraping by, or maybe not scraping by, but like just checking the box, so you can put food on your table and a roof over your head, but you're not really satisfied by any of it. And it's like, I don't want to spend my whole life doing that.
No, and we've been trained to accept the bare minimum
No.
by not only society, work, but people. And that comes with a lot of stuff, but absolutely. And we also were taught, the reason I believe they took away, and I've seen this with, through videos and shit, but it's like they took away home ec, they took away life skills classes because you can't be controlled if you know how to take care of yourself. So we're completely dependent on a system that does not have our best interests in mind.
No.
And that plays a huge part. And I just watch these people act like zombies. Everybody's a zombie. Nobody even smiles at each other on walks. It's like everybody's a zombie because it's just trudging through bullshit. And everybody has their own specific flavor of bullshit. But, yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. The world doesn't make sense. And I just don't like left or right. It should just be like, hey, I have these ideas. I have these ideas.
I feel like most people
I don't like those. I like
strive
those.
to be in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, but I also feel like the middle ends up being
a bunch of fence sitters, but
yeah, and like
but
not
it doesn't have to be
right. But it feels like those are the people that don't end up getting anything done because they just don't want to stoke a fire.
No.
And as a bitch that's been called fiery, I'm ready. So
I mean, I think the last, I don't know, 10 years or so have kind of made it so people don't want to speak their mind because they don't want to deal with
consequences.
Not even necessarily real consequences. It's just people getting riled up when it's not necessary. It's like, it's not a big deal to say anything about this, but someone will turn it into a big deal for no reason. And
I think that's because I don't think that they have something that they have faith within, whether that be God or something else. Like, no. I genuinely, because you shouldn't at all, politics should never come before your faith for your family, yourself, God, Buddha, whoever you believe in. That should not come first at all. It should be vice versa. So, yeah. I don't know. That's what we talk about at night after we watch the fucking SpongeBob movie. So, yeah.
The one thing that annoyed me about those women going into Target today was they were all walking perfectly fine, seemed perfectly able-bodied, but parked in a handicap spot.
In a big-ass truck, too.
In a big-ass truck that they all had to jump out of.
Like, that's at least like a $55,000 truck.
Oh, at least. No, I mean, it was like
Wasn't it a Ford?
Yeah, it was a F-150 or something.
It was big.
Wasn't a base model.
Yeah, probably even 70. Yeah. Interesting observations, if you will. So shout out to the girl with the Spider-Man backpack at Target. You stoked a fire within me. I think we're going to close out for the night, watch our kitty try and get this bug that he's trying to eat, and watch some more of this YouTube video. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are, and you stay safe and take care. Bye.